try. We're gonna try to make a clock for the lady who does my hair. I already tried this once and it was a terrible fail, horrible fail. I tried to put the actual flowers in it and I just didn't like that. But I found all these tattoos and they might work. Might be able to get them in there, even if they kind of go up the sides. I'm okay with that. Anyway, I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. We'll have to wait until this, because I'm going to put my first layer in here. It's going to be 6 ounces. And I added just a teeny bit of the crushed crystal. So, I'm going to get this poured. We'll get this cured. Then we'll work on the tattoo part. And hopefully, the name of her salon is Black Dahlia Beauty. And I think I have it on my Cricut fixed, so it'll go right around that top area right there. So, I want to get this poured. Okay, looky there. You can see that through there. Looks like we got it in there good. Okay, so these are the tattoos I picked out. So I'm going to put them this way because this is the way they would go down in there. So just so we can kind of see how much folding up we would need to do. See, that one would work. And then we can turn it over and we can kind of see what it's going to look like under there. That one would be pretty. Whoops, chuck it. Let's see, this one. Was this one that would go in there? I thought it was. Oh, yeah. So it would go more like that. That one's really, actually they're all pretty. I've had them all in there. So, oh, this one doesn't work. I must have put some of these that don't work over here. This one, like I said, I don't care if it goes up the sides a little bit, because we can actually cut that off. That one, the flowers almost look upside down in that, but let me see. Yeah, see, I think the flowers need to be that way. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. That one's not my favorite, and I know that one doesn't work. I don't know how it got over here. I wish it did, but the birds just won't go in there right. That one's really pretty in there. I don't know how well you guys can see. That's kind of hard to see through, even though we can see through the mold. And this one. Let's see, how did I put this one in here? Like that. Yeah. Actually, I kind of think I like this one the best, because it's more black, and that's what I'm looking for, is more of the black. I do want to just kind of go in and we'll just put a tiny bit of color in there. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. So I think I'm going to go with this one. See, I really wish this bird would work, because that would be so cool, but yeah, it won't. All right. So, oh, I always do that every time. Oh, I need to go get some water. Okay, let's see now. Oh. Alright, make sure I'm going to put this in here right, because you only get one chance to put that on there. See, and this one has less to cut off. I won't have to cut as much off. Maybe if we bend those up, it'll help me remember where to put them. Okay. Alright, because we got to peel this off, and we only get one chance at this. So it's sticky. You always want to make sure, sometimes this stuff doesn't come all the way off and it stays on a piece, and then you like have to, and then you have a piece that's not going down. Wonderful. So let's start. Oh, see, I just screwed it up. So that's our one chance. That's all right. It'll still be okay. See? All right. I'm going to push it down good. Make sure everything is down before I add water. Okay, here we go, the fun part. And then we'll cut those off after. Temporary tattoos that become permanent. Kind of fun, huh? I got color changing polish on, so it keeps throwing me while it gets darker and lighter. I decided to cover up my ugly nails. I don't like to paint my ugly short nails, but it's better than my ugly partially dyed black nails. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's going to be so pretty. Pretty, pretty. See, if I already had resin up the side, I would just keep those pieces on there, but without the resin up the side, that'll be on the outside, and it stays sticky. Because I tried it once and it stays sticky. It doesn't dry, you know, it's just weird feeling. All right, so dry it off. Okay, get that one out of the way before ruining it. All right, I'm just gonna take this, and I'm just barely gonna touch it to cut it across. Well, didn't have to cut that. I already cut it. Oh, I hope that's going to be okay. That way I could be from that. So be really careful. All right. That looks pretty good in there. What do you think? If you can see it, I don't know if you can or not, but it looks pretty cool from this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some mica powder and some UV resin. And like I said, I'm not adding a lot. I don't want to add a lot of color into that. I just want like a little bit of green, and maybe, that's what I'm trying to decide. I can't remember what, because I want those roses, or they're supposed to be dahlias, but I want them to stay as mostly black. That's why I just want to, maybe I could do a purple. Yeah, that would work. A purple and a green. Okay, give me one sec. All right. Now I gotta decide which one I really want. So this isn't a purple, it's a sapphire blue, but I think it looks more purple than blue. And I really like it because it's pretty dark. And then this one's orchid. It's pretty too. And then on my greens, these are my favorite greens. I like this sage green, the forest green, grass green, and olive green. I think I'm going to go with probably I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this one? The grass green. And then the orchid is more, I don't know. I think I'll go with the sapphire blue. Okay, got my trusty UV resin here. So when I'm doing this, when I'm painting on the tattoos, I definitely use the high viscosity because it's thicker and it don't run, you know, it pretty much stays where you put it. So yeah, because I don't want to mess with it running everywhere, you know. And I know those are probably more like roses, but who cares? We'll just pretend that they're dahlias. And in a way, it doesn't even really need to be dahlias because it seems like the only thing that has flowers on it that is in her salon, if I remember right, is the wallpaper. It has big white ones on it, so it's kind of a black and white wallpaper. But anyway. Keep these two over here so I remember which two I used. I'm good at screwing that up. Fine. I'm going to have to probably put more powder with that one. Trying to decide what to stir with. Hey, look, that's almost the same color as my fingernails. What are you barking at? Silly girl. Ooh, yeah, that looks green. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Is that a color shifting? It is. Ooh, they both are. Okay. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more resin in that one. That made it pretty, pretty thick. My little brush out. Ooh. Scratch that. Okay, let's put this over here. I'm going to mess with the flowers first. Oops. Take the little cover off of it. That helps. Okay, we're all done with that now. So I'm gonna mix up some resin. I'm not gonna fill it. I'm not gonna do it completely because I don't want to take the chance of it doing the fast cure thingy on me. And I hate long cure or the deep pour. I hate that stuff. So I'm just gonna do it. We can probably do it in 2 sections or 2 times. So I've got 6 in there. So maybe I'll do it 10 and 10, and then we'll see how much more we have to do after that. So let me get that mixed up and be right back. Okay, got it all mixed up. Put it through the bubble chamber, or my vacuum chamber, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to pour it into here. I think it ended up more like 12 ounces instead of the 10 that I said, but that's all right. There's something on my paddle there. I'm kind of glad I noticed it. See, it won't get in my clear crystally resin. Now do we? Okay, here we go. Geez, that dog is on one today. I guess she's on one every day, really. She likes to bark. All right, get that. We're gonna have to mess with some bubbles. I can see we got even. All right, so this level's now dry. I'm not too worried about having lines on the side because I probably am gonna do something with the sides, so you won't see that anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna mix up enough to, you know, get my next level drying, and then I gotta leave enough for a back coat. Still haven't decided what color I want my back coat yet, but I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'll get my resin mixed up and then we'll get to the next part. Okay, here we go. Got mixed up another 12 ounces. So I'm just gonna do like I did before. Run it on my spatula so I get less bubbles. Sorry, my husband's mowing the lawn. So you can probably hear the lawnmower in the background. And a few chickens if they're that loud. I don't know if you guys can hear them. All right, now I'm just gonna work on getting some of these bubbles out of the way. Make it a little sticky. Oh, I don't need 3, 1 will do. And I am gonna take my heat gun to this. we're ready for that to cure. And then, I mean, that'll be kind of a thick back coat, but I don't really care because I don't want to do another clear coat. So I'll just do it. My back coat will be kind of thickish. Just got to decide what color I want to put on it. I don't want just black because it'll take away from the black that's in there. I did gold on the last one, but I don't know. I'm not a huge... I know that she has gold in her salon, and this is the gold I used on the back one. On the other one, that was the fell. But I don't know. I mean, gold would be pretty, but I don't like that. That's too yellowy gold. And if I'm doing gold, I want a pretty shimmery gold. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Maybe have to add some, like some of the crushed crystal, or I don't know. Figure it out, because I do have a, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's more of a, it's a gold that's supposed to be more shiny, but I don't know how well that worked either. So anyway, you can see the shiny in there, you can see the sparkles in there, but I don't know, I just think the gold is too yellowy. But that's my opinion, because I don't like gold. So gold is really hard for me. It would, I think, would be pretty with more of a silvery background, but she's got gold in her salon, not silver. So I got to remember, not everybody is. I know a lot of people love the color gold, but for some reason I don't. Gold is not my favorite. And it's kind of weird, even though you're making it for somebody else, it's like, that's really hard for, you know, something that you don't like, to put that on. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you guys don't feel like that, but sometimes it's hard for me to use a color that I don't like, even though it's not for me. It's for somebody else, but I don't know. I got to get over that, though. So, anyway, I guess we'll just wait for this to cure up. I don't necessarily have to wait for it to cure completely. It just needs to, you know, get tacky, and then I can put the back coat on. But all right, I'm back with, we're back to do the last coat on this, the back coat. I mixed up my resin already. Had a heck of a time in my vacuum chamber because I put the coloring in first, and so I don't know how debubbleized it is, but we'll see. I had to keep releasing the air on it or whatever so that it would not boil over. So anyway, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run it, just pour it in here. I might do run my heat gun on it, and then we'll do the rest, just so I can make sure we don't have any bad bubbles. It's getting pretty full, so I'm actually going to move it because this table is not as level as my other table. So I'll get that done, and then when it's all cured up, we'll unmold it and see how it looks. See you later. Okay, it's time to demold this. It's all cured up, so then we're going to have to decide what we want to put on the sides. Oh, looks pretty good. Looks pretty. Okay. Not bad. I just want to see, gonna have to definitely fix this because it's pretty rough. And then the sides really don't look that bad, but I still do want to put something down the sides because you can see that first layer edge. You can see, definitely see it. So what I grab our clock face. Let's just set it in there and it's gonna look pretty neat, I think, for a first timer. All right, so we know we have this clock face. So on this, I don't want to really go over it because the edge kind of rounds right there. So I was thinking about kind of leaving it away from the edge a little bit. So we'd have to, you know, start out a little bit from it. See what we get. Okay. All right. Maybe what we'll need is like put the tacket over and over. We have a funky little bubble down there. Oh, shoot. Okay. We'll put the tacket over and over down the side. See, I don't know what it is about this mold, but it always leaves like really weird spots on the edge. Not always, but it seems like I always have these little strange little spots on the edge that kind of bother me. But so let me grab get some of this and a brush. Brush. Maybe. Oh. Don't know if I needed that much or not. Oh, I know what we need to do first. We need to fix the back first because that edge is really rough. So Alright, our tack it over and over is pretty ready. I kind of started this just to see how it was going to work. Like I said, I don't want it completely to the edge because that edge is rounded. So I'm just going to try really hard to keep that where I want it. And then we'll see how it's actually going to look. You're still gonna be able to see that wave in there, but I am not going to do major sanding to get that down. I could, but okay, I'm gonna leave this just a tiny bit so that I have something to work with. Okay. Maybe if it'll stay down there. Make sure my little dots are looking the same width apart. Right there, big lumper dump. Stick it very good right there. Okay. I think that might need to be filed down a little more right there, but I think I'm not going to worry too much about it going all the way to the back because we do have the gold there that looks like it's, you know, plus I'd have to cut this up and I just don't know how well. You know, let's just look and see. Maybe it will look better with this, and I can cut it if I can get it trimmed good. Can't see what I'm doing. Maybe I need to start on this side. For some reason that edge is weird on that side. Yeah, this edge is definitely a little better. fix something so that does stay around the bottom just to hold it on there better. But yeah, maybe that does look better. Right. So we might have to bring this down around, use something more stickier than that. To hold that on there, to, you know, just bring that down and use that as our edge so that it'll stay. All right. All right, well, that's, as soon as I figure out how to tack all that down, what would be the best thing to use, I'll get you some final pictures and get it all cleaned up, because I can see I got some of that tacket stuff right there. Get it all cleaned up, see how it looks, and then I will get you some final pictures. But so far, everything looks beautiful. I hope she likes it. Okay, thanks for joining me.
Oh my gosh. Is it tall, dark, and what? What is this? Oh, how? Did you ask me what my favorite color was?
No.
You're just psychic. This is gorgeous. How did you make this?
This is made with the resin
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, he's a magician. I thought this was